Football Dad's Army. Welcome to the show. Renamed show. It's now called the Loose Cannon Podcast. We decided to change the name. This is episode 1 of the renamed podcast. The same show, but we just decided to rename it. Hopefully, it might be more relevant because we do talk a lot of Arsenal and not so much the whole Premier League. Sometimes West Ham. But because it's mainly Arsenal, we've renamed it to the Loose Cannon Podcast. And, we are like two loose cannons once we get going and
Yeah.
start drawing and having a laugh and whatsoever. Anyway, I'm wearing a New York Yankees cap for a friend of the channel. The old school gunner, Dave, he's out in New York on his holidays. And I've got a New York Yankees hat, so I thought I'd wear that for him today. Hopefully, he has a nice time out there. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's stop jibber jabbering. Get on with today's show. And the first topic that we very pissed off about really is this: the injury headache at Arsenal now due to these Nations League games. We have got Calafiori injured playing for Italy. We've now got Odegaard injured playing for Norway. I did talk about it slightly in the yesterday's. I done a little thing yesterday, a little video yesterday, and I said Denmark for some reason. I don't know why I said Denmark. It's Norway. I got a little bit confused. But we've got an injury crisis, and the news coming out this morning was John Moran's commented that Odegaard is on crutches. He was on crutches, and so the injury is a lot more serious than what we first thought. So, gosh, I am so annoyed with this. It's so early in the season. We go back to the internationals, and we get 2 injuries. And already, don't forget, we've got Mourinho out injured. We've got Jesus injured. Hopefully, Jesus might be coming back. It might not be too serious, but it's still it strips our squad back to the bare bones yet again. So let's say hi to John. Hi, chaps. McManus is in the chat. Big up, McManus. Go and check out his channel, McManus Gaming, and the McManus Sense. Sense as in aftershaves and perfumes and whatever. Go and check his channels out. Good guy, be on the show with us on Thursday for the Q&A. Big up AFC always. Nice to see you as always in the chat, mate. Thank you very much for joining in. This is what happens when you don't have a proper transfer window. Your squad isn't equipped to deal with injuries and suspensions. We're going to get onto Declan Rice's suspension as well. We are, it's like we're cursed, Anthony.
Yeah. I think it is. I don't think this is going to be our season, to be honest with you.
I'm starting to think it ain't, and that's gonna. What's that gonna do to Arteta? Is it gonna make him pause the new contract? Is it a make or break season for him? Who knows? I think it might just be. Jesus is apparently going to be available for Tottenham on Sunday. Well, let's hope so. And let's hope we don't drop Havertz into that midfield position like he did against Villa at the Emirates towards the end of last season, which cost us the title. McManus, Odegaard, Cauliflower, and Mourinho all injured. The wheels have come off. Not enough squad depth again. Anyone still trusting the process? That's a good question. Are you trusting the process, Anthony?
That I don't even know what the process is. The only process I know of, Lee, is a fucking tin of processed peas at this time. But I think we're doomed. Seriously, I really think we're doomed. McManus has touched on it. Do you know what I mean? Cauliflower, Calafiori, he's out injured. Odegaard injured. Now reports he's on crutches. He's going to be missing 2 vital games: the North London Derby, the Man City game, and also the first clash in the Champions League against Atalanta. He's missing. He's going to be missing that. Yeah, he's out. But why, obviously because of that training incident you had with Gabriel. Do you know what? To me, it come predictable because I was watching shows. Even I was on shows as well, and I said, let's hope that we do not get any injured players before the North London derby. And what happens? We get injured players. It
Yeah,
was like it comes so predictable. Um, we don't know what Mikel Arteta is thinking of, what his next strategy is. I mean, you look at it, it's midfield. The
hmm
problem we've got is in midfield. We've got a massive chunk of the spine of our midfield completely out. The only
yeah.
one that's going to be there is Thomas Partey. That he's going to be basically, he's going to be all eyes on him, and it's
He's got
knowing who Arteta is going to put in there. That's the
he's got to
problem.
change the system. He's got to change the 4-3-3, in my opinion. He's got to
Yeah,
go to. He's got to have a double pivot. If it was me, I'd have I'd have the back four as normal. I'd have Timber, not Zinchenko. I'd have to double pivot it with Jorginho and Partey. Bring Zinchenko into the
yeah.
midfield.
You have to. He'll have to
He's
be on the
got to
left
bring him.
part,
Yeah,
Partey in the middle, and Jorginho playing on Partey's right hand side. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So Partey is going to be with him because Zinni likes to go forward, as we know. So he's
yeah,
technically in one way. He's going to be a part. He's going to be like the Odegaard of midfield. Let's put
yeah.
it that way. Partey's going to be the strong anchor that we need in midfield. So he's going to be there in that midfield, supporting that the defence. And
hmm
Jorginho, he's only going to have to do a job. I'll be honest with you, Jorginho hasn't got. I personally don't think he's got 90 minutes in him. I'll
No,
most probably give him an hour and most probably bring on that new the young guy for him because there's talks
Emmanuel.
that Namieri, yeah, there might be talks with him starting the game, but I think this is a big stage for him to start off in a North London derby. I think it'd be best if he come on like in the last 20 minutes or so. Sorry about that,
Yeah,
if you can hear the dog
that's
barking,
right.
but yeah, it's one of those things that's going to be. Put it this
Well,
way, it's going to be rattling in our heads until like most probably half hour before the game, before the actual team news actually comes out, because
yeah.
everybody's going to be interested, and it'll leak out in the last half hour before the game kicks off.
We've got to hope that Havertz don't play in that left eight position. What I
Yeah,
would do, I sort of agree with what you're saying there, but I think we should play with a double pivot, the 4-2-3-1, with Jorginho and Partey, Zinchenko in the 10,
yeah,
with Sterling,
yeah,
maybe Sterling or Trossard on the left, Saka on the right. Obviously, if he don't get injured tonight, he's playing tonight against Finland at Wembley with Declan Rice as well in the team. Saka on the right, and then Havertz up top. I can't, I can't see, can't see him when Yeri starting. Although I believe he scored. He's playing for the under-19s tonight for England, and I think he scored tonight. So
yeah,
I know he's a great talent, but going into this North London derby away, 17 years old, would he feel the pressure? Is the youth ignorance of youth? Would that not? Would he not feel the pressure as much as what a normal player would coming into that game? Like say if Marino, sorry, was fit and he could play, would he be a bit, you know, would the occasion beat you? Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I know
Would the
what you
occasion
mean.
be too big for you? But they're saying it might be too big for this young boy, but it could work the other way where is the ignorance of youth could say, I don't give a fuck, it's the North London derby, but I'm just going to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I
So
know what you
AFC
mean.
always is saying Odegaard went for an MRI scan. You just know the midfield will be Jorginho, Partey, and Havertz. Hopefully, Havertz, please. You can't play in midfield. We know he must have learnt from that mistake. He can't play in that midfield position, and especially against Spurs, where they're not silly. They target that area because that's exactly what Aston Villa did when they had us over at the Emirates last season. McManus is saying N. don't know if that's a misprint or whatever. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof.
With
John Ronan got his injuries now. Smith Rowe has gone. He would have fitted in for fuck's sake. Yeah, absolutely. Smith Rowe would have been lovely to slot him in that left 8 position, or even in Odegaard's in the 10. You know, he would.
would do.
See, we missed a trick there letting him go. So we needed him. That we need him for this game. He's
Yeah,
experienced. He's played in the
I
North London derby before.
I just think that we can get that Rabiot. I mean, he's free to
Yeah,
get to anybody. I mean, Arsenal wants him. Man United wants him. I think I've heard rumours that Chelsea he wants to come to the Premier League. Listen, Mikel Arteta, give
go
him the
and get
wheeze, give him
Rabiot.
the
Yeah, go and get
contract he
Rabiot.
wants.
We can get him in time to register for
Man
that
City.
for the derby. Still got enough time. We've still got like 4 days or something.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Try and work your magic and give him that at least, and give him a priority. Bring him on off the
give him
bench. Give him
6
a
months,
hat.
like I said last week.
Give
Give him
him
the
a
6
half.
months. Yeah,
Give him a first half or a second half. See what he can do. But I think no. I just feel like he's just doom and gloom at Arsenal Football Club at the minute. I mean we're worse off now than what we was when our transfer window after
yeah,
it finished.
we are
I mean we're so bloody light is unreal. Don't get me wrong. We
absolutely.
wanted these players gone, and they've sort of done that, to a certain extent. But I mean, to get rid of these players and not really bring anybody in, it don't make sense. It's totally backwards to me. And I've always said this. I don't know what is behind the logic thinking of Mikel Arteta and Edu. I don't understand them and the way they work. I don't think they're no good for business. I mean, personally, I don't think Mikel Arteta is a good manager. I was against him coming in the club first thing anyway. So I'm still Mikel Arteta late. He's got to win a trophy this season, but I can't see us winning anything this season. You chuck the domestic trophies away, the FA Cup, Carabao Cup. You chuck them away in the bin. We won't win the league. We definitely haven't got the squad to win the Champions League. So that's 3 trophies out the window. Only thing we can hope for now is most probably finishing second, but you don't get a trophy for finishing second again.
No, no,
So I'm not all for that. I want the Premier League.
that's all I want. I want the Premier League title. I mean, I love the FA Cup. I would like to win I would like to win the Champions League one day, but it's not a priority of mine. It's the Premier League is the pinnacle for me, and
Yeah,
that's all I want. I want to win the Premier League. That is it, and we ain't going to do it this season. Not now. Odegaard's probably going to be out for 6, 7 games, 8 games, maybe. The same Marino, a new midfielder.
yeah.
It's just not going to happen. And although Odegaard, he had a little knock in the last game. People were saying, "Oh, he's got hooked because he was shit," but no, he had a little knock against Brighton, and I read something earlier, and it said he felt all right because he still went on international duty. So he felt all right. He felt he had a little knock against Brighton, but later on that evening, he was all right. He felt all right. He trained as usual the next day, whatever, and now it's come out that he's played for Norway, and he's on crutches this morning on the
Yeah.
plane coming back to London. So it's fucking pissing me off, man. It's so bad, and City have got a squad that he could name 2 squads, like you said before, that could challenge for the title.
Yeah.
Could name 2 squads that could challenge for the title, and some of them players are versatile and all, so they can mix and match, playing different positions. So if Man City got 3 or 4 injured players, it wouldn't even phase them. It wouldn't even put a
No,
dent in it.
no,
Wouldn't
it
even
would.
put a
It
dent in
would.
it. McManus Gaming, it's a shambles. This is what we all said. If anyone gets injured, then we're fucked. Now Odegaard, Cauliflower, Marino, all injured. Shouldn't have sold the ESR. This is embarrassing. North London derby coming up. Exactly that. Exactly that. I was dead against selling Emil Smith Rowe. Dead against it.
Me
You've got
too.
to keep him. I wanted him to be more involved in our squad. And he's gone to Fulham. He's played well. He scored in his debut. For me, It's a shame he left. I know he had to. He had to because he wasn't getting any games from. I understand his reasons, but I don't understand the logic behind selling him from an Arsenal point of view and not using him, not 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 letting him play. I can't see what when he did come on when he come on last season against Luton, he was man of the match.
Yeah.
I mean, he's come off the bench on many occasions and changed games, scored goals. Young man, why did we get rid of him? I can't. It's like when we got rid of what's his name to Serge Gnabry. We got
Yeah.
rid of a player, and he's wound up being one of the best wingers in Europe.
Yeah.
It's like history repeating itself.
It is. But how many times we've had these players leave Arsenal, and when they've gone to their clubs, their brand new clubs, they've won trophies.
Yeah,
And Granit Xhaka was the last one to do it.
yeah,
You know, Brian Leverkusen, undefeated. They're invincibles over in Germany. You know, because they didn't lose at all in that entire season, and he ends
yeah.
up winning the league. So
Granit Xhaka shortlisted for the Ballon d'Or.
yeah, there you go. So
Shortlisted for a Ballon d'Or.
yeah, yeah. I couldn't believe it when I read it. But in all fairness, I mean, people can look at it personally. What he did, that personally hit Arsenal fans with what he did with the captaincy badge,
Yes, no,
you know, and
absolutely.
that was wrong. I do agree. I agree with that. That was wrong. But then looking back on it, from last season and to the depth of what we've got in this squad, yeah, we. I mean, people. I was asked today. Would you take him back at Arsenal?
I'll take
I,
him back in
I
a heartbeat now.
I said I most probably would because of
Yeah,
the how thin our squad is, or if not, the closest player to that caliber. Do you know what I mean? So, but this is what I was saying, touched on with that Rabbery. I would get him, Rabbit. I will honestly get him. I would
yeah,
be
Rabiot.
literally, Rabia, what do you want? What do you want in your contract? You're free. What's your wages? Oh, I want 250k a week. There we go, sorted. Contracting, son. Fucking sign. Fucking
Give,
sign it.
you ain't got to give him a long contract. You could give him. I think you can give him a 6 month one, and then just if it does well, give him another 6 months in January. That's
Yeah.
what I would do. I'll say if you want to come, we'll pay your wages. Come and play with us. Come and
Well, yeah, to the end of the season, yeah.
yeah, or just for a year. Yeah, exactly. Do something like that. It's kicked off anyway. The England game. Rice and Saka are in the squad, or in the team that started.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
fills me with dread. I know something's going to happen here, and all I know Rice is going to miss the North London derby. But if he gets a knock as well, say if he gets a knock, then he don't only miss the North London derby, he misses the Atlanta game and then away to City. There's 3 away games
Yeah.
we've got coming up, all one after the
Exactly.
other,
Yeah.
and that squad's paper thin.
Paper thin. That's right.
Paper thin. Would you take a draw away in both of them games?
I think I would. I think I
No,
would.
in Man City and Tottenham. I'm not talking about Atlanta. I'm talking about the North
The
London
Man
derby
City game and
and
the
the City.
Tottenham
I
game.
think
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
think I would. I think I
I
would,
think I
Lee.
would.
You look at last season, Man City, they lost 4 games last season. If we lose against Tottenham and Man City, that's half the games we've lost to what Man City lost last season. And guess what?
Already
We're
5
5
games in.
games. That'd be 5 games into the league with 2
Yeah,
games lost. It's
yeah.
dreadful. I could see it being over by. I said it'd be over by late January, end of February. Between January and February, the league would be over. Man City would have won it by then. The only team now that can challenge them, all right, you could most probably say us to a certain degree. If not us, by the looks of it, it looks like it'd
Liverpool.
definitely be Liverpool.
Liverpool
So
looked good, didn't they?
yeah,
This Arnie Slot looks like everyone was thinking, who's he? Like taking the piss.
yeah,
But he's got him playing. He's got him
yeah,
playing.
yeah,
Has been it's like he's got a second win from somewhere. It's like a different
yeah,
player.
yeah. I wouldn't pick an ex-Arsenal player to manage Arsenal. Even with Mikel Arteta, panic buy. And guess what? He was one of Arsene Wenger's panic buys. And you're telling me Sterling wasn't a panic buy?
It definitely was a panic buy.
Exactly.
100% he was a
So
panic buy. We said that on
exactly.
deadline day or the day
Yeah.
after.
So it's like history repeating itself. It's typical Arsenal. We ain't doing nothing this season. I were what these Arteta sexuals, whatever it is you want to call them. Well, that's what we all call them anyway. If you want this manager, you think this manager is good for the Arsenal Football Club, yeah, then I'm sorry, you're demented. I'm going to say, I'll say it. I'm not. This is where I'm getting really fed up now. I'm getting really pissy, and and it's only that certain guy two certain guys that pisses me off. Edu, bomb him out the fucking board. He's a middle guy. You don't need a middle guy. You don't need a middle guy at all. It should be the transfers should be made between manager and owner, right?
Yeah.
That's the conversation. Throw out the middlemen. Throw them out. Get them away. And then if Mikel Arteta cannot fucking obviously make his mind up on what certain players that he needs in that team, right? Spot young talent. Throw him a challenge. Why do you reckon he didn't spend a lot of money in this window? Because when he won the FA Cup, that team was 20% Unai Emery's. Let's think about it, because he wasn't really backed Unai Emery. 20% was his. The other 80% was Arsene Wenger's players. He won an FA Cup underneath that team, not his own team, that two different managers' team.
Absolutely.
Fast forward now into this present stream, he has spent 850 million, and he has not won nothing. Absolutely shit all. He's won nothing, and people like him. I reckon he'd turn around and said, "Boy, you've got to sell players before we've backed you." Well, I reckon that's what the Cronkies have said to him, but they're not letting on. We've backed you. You've got to do it now. If you do not succeed in selling players, bringing new talent into this squad, and winning us the Premier League this season, you're gone.
Yeah.
But they gave him a 3-year contract when the season started, didn't they? And he's on the same wages as Pep. He's on the same wages as Pep.
I don't think he signed it. I don't think he signed it yet.
He signed it. He signed it.
Oh, he has signed it.
Yes, he signed it. And he's on the same wages as Pep. Jesus Christ.
That's unbelievable. But you can say that I know progress ain't a trophy either, but we have broke records. We have scored the most amount of goals we've ever scored in a season. We've accumulated the most amount of points we've ever accumulated in a season, and we've conceded the fewest goals and won the most games we ever have done in the season.
That's all well and good.
We've won even more games than what we did. I think we won 26 games in the Invincible season and drew 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last season we won a lot more than that.
But what did we do? We didn't win anything.
Didn't win nothing. Yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And every season we've accumulated more points every season since he took over. So that's the argument. This is what people are saying. They're saying that we haven't won anything yet, but we're on the right trajectory. You know what I mean?
The trouble is, though, Lee, finishing second is no different to finishing third and fourth.
First loser. Yeah, it's first loser. Absolutely. I think we will beat Tottenham, just City draw all day long. Okay. We will beat Tottenham just and City draw. John saying. I think the squad's so depleted. I'm nervous about the Tottenham game. I ain't even thinking about the City game yet. This is the game I always want to win against Tottenham, both home and away. They're the only games that I'm desperate to win. McManus scheming. How is it we never do enough in the transfer window? How is it we keep rewarding Arteta for failure? What's happened to our club? How did we become this? Would George Graham have done this to Arsenal?
No.
George Graham was a fantastic manager.
George Graham was one of my best managers.
Didn't take no shit. Did he take a bung though? Remember, he got in a bit of trouble for taking bungs, didn't he? Or accused of it.
Accused of it. This is what I said. That's why, hence, he hasn't got a statue outside the Emirates. The man deserves a statue, in my opinion, but because of let's say, the envelopes that was passed to him, right? Yeah. That's why he hasn't got a statue.
Yeah. It's probably why. Was it 7 trophies in 9 years, something like that, weren't it?
It's six trophies in 8 years.
6 and 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Arteta already signed a contract before the transfer window was done? And the Cronky said, "Don't worry, you're safe." That's what I think. Yes, possible. Yeah. If he has, I wasn't aware that he signed it. I knew there was one being offered, but I wasn't aware that he had actually signed it. McManus, Lee, that sounds great, but we won nothing, mate. He's had over 800 million. Anyone else would have won the league by now. Absolutely. You're right.
Yeah,
You are right. I mean, I was just saying what the argument is, what I've heard.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
No, yeah,
the counteract to
yeah.
they're calling it
I,
progress.
yeah,
It's everything's progress. The progression of the club, we're getting better. We're back to where we was in basically towards the end of well, not towards the end, like, you know, say towards the end of the 2005, we're back to where we was then, just coming off the back of the Invincibles, and we're still a good team. But then it just all went belly up from there, didn't it? We just started thinking that fourth place was a trophy, and
mm,
the second half of Wenger's tenure was, it wasn't. That was good enough. Just qualify for the Champions League, just so the club gets money. Qualify for the Champions League. That's all they was
yeah.
interested in. And that happened since went that way since David Dean left. When David Dean left the club, I believe then that's when the decline started.
Well, happy birthday to him because it was his birthday yesterday, David Dean. He was 81.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
James Earl Jones died today, by the way. The voice of
yeah.
Darth Vader. I heard that news earlier. Thought, what a shame. I used to like that Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you think Arsenal players are a target in certain games, like international games? Hmm.
I don't. I'm not in
Uh,
international games. No, I think in
no,
private.
not international.
No, I
Definitely
don't. I
targeted
don't.
on the pitch because, I mean, I've never
Yeah,
seen the hatred for Arsenal be at this level. For whatever reason, I can't put my finger on it. I
yeah,
know there's a lot of clubs used to be jealous of Arsenal, like, but not in a malicious, nasty way. And pundits and Adrian Durham, people like that used to do the Arsenal Daily. I think it was because they was getting all fed up with Arsene Wenger and he's I didn't see it and all that crap. I think I think that's where it sort of started to stem from. But I mean, Tottenham was always the most hated club when I was growing up. If you weren't a
yeah,
Tottenham fan, I mean, all the other fans hated Tottenham. West Ham fans, all the fans, all the other London clubs, Chelsea fans, whoever. The
yeah.
Tottenham, but now it's beginning to look like it's Arsenal that a lot of the other clubs are beginning to hate, and look, pundits and refs and whatever else.
Yeah.
Refs, that Chris Kavanagh, I don't know what's happening with him. This disgrace of a referee.
No,
Uh,
sent my voice. Oh, he apologised. He did a
I
video.
see
He come
something,
out.
but I thought it was fake news, Anthony. That's why I haven't mentioned it. I thought it
No,
might
he
be
come
fake
out. He
news.
apologised. He apologised about sending off Declan Rice because he wasn't going to send him off. It was only because Danny Welbeck actually said, "Ref, that's a second card." Like Danny Welbeck should have got a card, a booking for that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it makes you think if a player on the pitch is telling the referee how to do his job and the referee agrees with it, should that referee be playing, refereeing a game in the Premier League game? I
No.
reckon he should be promoted to the Championship.
Yeah, demote him to the championship. I've said that as well.
Yep.
Absolutely agree, 100%. No, but even if it weren't an Arsenal game, say it was another team, I don't care. Even if it was a Tottenham player,
So,
I'd still
yeah.
say the same thing. You know what I mean? Consistency is paramount, and
Mm,
he showed many inconsistencies in that game. Arsenal have lost its heart and soul ever since we knocked down Highbury. Absolutely, absolutely, always.
yeah.
Highbury. They called it Highbury the Library sometimes, didn't they? But
Yeah.
but Highbury, yeah, Marble Halls, beautiful stadium, beautiful pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it was. You couldn't beat it. I know it was only 38,000. I think it was. If I remember right, 38, something like that, wasn't it? 38,500.
38,500 Highbury.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
but
tell you what, I've been to Highbury a few times, and
yeah,
I went to Emirates once. That was for a tour. And believe you and me, that's the last time, and I think that would probably be the only time that I would probably go to the Emirates. Don't
yeah,
get me wrong, it is a nice stadium. I did think it was nice, but I don't think we're going to have a lot of history at that stadium. To be honest with you.
yeah. I bet Jamie O'Hara is loving all our injuries. Yeah, I bet he is. Toe
Yeah,
rag,
yeah,
wearing a Man City shirt when they was playing Tottenham. What
yeah,
the fuck was that all about? The Tottenham
exactly.
fans turning around doing the Poznan celebration when Man City scored against them.
Yeah.
That is fucking filth, mate. I can't believe any Tottenham fan could hold their heads up high after. I
No.
know it stopped us. They was thinking about stopping Arsenal winning the league. They was more worried about us winning the league than them winning that game. It's this is how some people think, and it's ridiculous to me. It is ridiculous to me. Yes, he is AFC always. Absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, he is, but
Um, where are we, McManus? For me, the decline happened when we got rid of David Dean. Yeah, exactly. Split up the Invincibles and moved to the Emirates. That's when the mediocre signings happened. Shamak, Bischoff, Squilici, Mustafi, uh, Igor Stepanov's another one. Philip Senderos. There was loads of them, man. There was loads of the white shit caca players, man. I don't know. That Igor Stepanovs, I heard a story about him. Ray Parler was saying it. I can't, I can't remember word for word what he said, but basically, he, him and Martin Keown, they was having a podcast like this, I think, and they was talking about it, and they said how crap he was, but he made one big charity crunch someone, Burkamp, I think, and they didn't expect him to come back because it was like a trial. And Ray Parler said, I spoke to him. I said, what are you doing here? He said, yeah, they signed me. I've got a 4-year deal. But he was
oh, fair
absolutely
enough.
pony.
He was.
He got a 4-year deal because he crunch tackled and like kicked Burkamp up in the air. Something along them lines, if I remember it rightly.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Wonder how many top gooners will be shaking their bum for Tottenham. What do you mean?
Well,
Shaking their bum for
shaking their
Tottenham?
bum. I know that saying. That's a Deji Spurs saying, that is. And a Tottenham fan called Deji got his own show.
Oh,
Seriously,
Deji, I've seen some of his stuff.
I like
He's
Deji. He's a good guy.
he's
He's
quite
funny.
deluded though, isn't he? He's quite like Tottenham.
Yeah,
He was the one that said Tottenham were definitely going to finish above Arsenal last
yeah,
season, and they was like 23 points behind or something in the end.
yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I've seen him.
he's a good guy. But I tell you what, it won't surprise me if he actually does a show, Deji, and and come on, and the camera, as soon as he goes live, he'll go, ah, 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 Arsenal, you're dusty. All these
Yeah,
injuries, yeah, and all, and this is what he's going to come out with. He's going to give us a lot of shit and a lot of stick. That's Deji all over. But listen, I like Deji, and I like the way how he does it. But it goes about things on his show as well. He's a funny guy, and
Deji is delusional, but one funny guy. Yeah, he's
yeah,
quite
yes, he
funny and
is.
all sometimes at expressions. I've seen
Yeah,
some of his stuff. He's when he does his videos, he does how he calls them different names, doesn't he? He like I can't remember what the word is, but his descriptive words he describes them as and uses something else. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know. I can't think of the word what describes what he does, but he's quite funny, quite witty.
yeah. I've had him on my show a few times. That Deji, when I used to host the show on another
Okay.
channel, and I had him in Tony Cool. And I tell you what, bloody hell, that was a right laugh. Twice I had him on, twice, and
Yeah.
it's like bloody hell. But listen, it was entertaining. With him and Tony Claude, I was sneaking in there, like like throwing in a few jabs here and there, like sort of thing. Obviously towards Deji, like because obviously he's a Tottenham fan, but his show is called Deji, the Arsenal Slayer. That's what the proper name is.
Ah, is it really?
Yeah,
Let's get him
yeah,
on here. Let's get him
yeah.
on here.
So I was sort of like winding him up, and he was chatting, and I muted him. I cut him off, and I went, "Sorry, Deji, what was that? I can't hear you, mate." And he was there, and he looked at, but it was little things like that I was doing, but he,
Yeah,
he found it funny anyway. So it was like he was giving me stick, but I sort of give him stick back, like
give
you know
it
what I
back.
mean. But
Yeah,
all in
yeah.
good fun, all in good fun.
Let's try and get him on,
Yeah,
Anthony. Let's see if we can get him on this show.
I'll message
Um,
him.
the new FA rule came out today. We will no longer wear red against Tottenham. as for Sunday, we will be wearing the black kit, Africa Links Effect.
Yeah, but
You
we're
see,
away, so
yeah, I've
I
seen that
can get
message
that.
earlier, eh?
I can get that, but not when we're at home. You'd be playing in red at the Emirates.
We've got to be playing at red in the Emirates.
Yeah,
They can't do
because
that
if
to
not,
us.
you can't do that. That's pathetic.
Yeah, but we all right. We do normally wear the home kit when we go to White Hart Lane though, because they've got a
Yeah,
white kit. So we do, but we're
yeah,
going to wear the away kit. I don't think that matters at their
yeah,
ground, but at Highbury,
yeah,
mate, we're wearing the red, obviously. Sure,
yeah.
not Highbury,
I mean,
Emirates.
I haven't got that top, Lee, but I have got the colours. I got the black, the white, the red, and the green all in. So it is kind of like
Expressions is hilarious. Yeah, he is funny, man.
yeah,
I've seen it. He does his. Seen some of his watch-alongs and all the way he goes mad when Tottenham are getting beat or they get scored against. Yeah, he is funny.
yeah.
He is good channel. He's got good support.
Mm.
What process or phase are Arsenal in now? Does anybody know? No, I ain't got a clue. They've stopped talking about the process, the youth projects, and all that stuff now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Youth project. What happened to
Help.
that?
It's
What
called
happened to the
help.
youth process? Sorry,
Yeah.
the youth project.
Yeah, it's two things. It is two things. He says the phrase. What is the phrase called now? So the only two words that I can come, the two ones I come up with is either help, or the second one is we're fucked. So it's
Yeah.
any one of them two. It's fine.
The McManus Gaming, I'm not sure, but Arteta got about 75,000 different formations. His worst. Is that worst? I can't read that.
I think that means is it his words? He's got it around the wrong way. WORD. He put the S before the D.
Oh, yeah, his words.
Yeah,
Formations. It's his words, yeah. His words. Yes, yeah.
I doubt it because he's only got one. I don't even think Mikel Arteta. I still think he's trying to complete Plan A because the amount of time he's been here, it'd be 5 years in November. I
Yeah.
don't think he's come up with a Plan B or started Plan B yet. So he's trying to complete Plan A. Listen, how long it's going to take him, I don't know, but we'll see.
Tottenham will wear their away kit at the Emirates. Yeah, of course they will.
Yeah.
Words I meant. Yeah, we Anthony worked that out for me. AFC always. Anthony worked that out. I'm a bit dumb sometimes. Yeah, could get that. So score predictions. Everyone in the chat, put in your score predictions for the North London derby at Spurs. I'm going to say it now. I'm going for a 2-2. I'm going for a 2-2. I think we've got enough in defence and in with Raya in behind. Great goalkeeper. He showed his worth in the last few games as well. I think our defence is solid, but I do still think that we'll get caught on the counter a little bit
Yeah,
because they
I really
they
do.
play a high line Spurs, and as we ain't got that midfield, I think they're going to be able to break through. They might get behind us a couple of times. I'm going for a 2-2 draw.
It's going to be a hard day for our defence.
It's going to be a very hard day for the defence.
Especially for both Saliba and Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Seriously, they've got to be on their A games because with our midfield being that weak, they've got up their game in defence now. That's obvious,
Mm-hmm.
And it depends what that midfield's going to do. Is it going to be like a defensive kind of midfield? Is it going to be a sort of attacking midfield? Because in all fairness, with that midfield, with Zenny, Partey, and Jorginho, I can't see a lot of. I can see it being more defensively than attacking, especially
Absolutely.
when you're away. So if that's the case, then yeah, fine, I'm all for it. You might get the odd one that go up, come back, take it in turns, so they don't. Do you know what I mean? So they're not knackering themselves like for 90 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If basically it depends. It depends, Lee, because I always say, don't get me wrong, you've got to be physically fit, right? Which is fair enough. But with our midfield and the way how it is, it just hasn't got to be physically fit. It's like if you're a boxer and you're fighting in the ring, and I know you like your boxing, I like my boxing. It's the mentality. You've got
Yeah.
to be focused. You've got to be switched on.
Yeah.
Whether you're a footballer, athlete, anything, is all up here as well. So
It's
this is what the
90%.
players.
It's 90% up there anyway. Because
There
if
you
you
go.
ain't switched on in the ring, mate, you're going to get KO'd, and that's it.
Exactly.
You're going to
Yeah.
see stars.
And that's what's going to happen if they're not mentally fit. That's what's going to happen to us on the weekend against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Honestly, so it's all up here. They've
They
got to
can't.
be
Yeah,
mentally fit.
exactly that. They can't let the occasion beat them. They've got. They've got.
Yeah,
To, they've got. To, that's exactly right.
yeah, and
Absolutely agree with
focus.
you there as well. Where does Arteta get his arrogance from? Who knows? He probably sitting next to Pep for 2 or 3 years, however long it was.
No, I don't think the Pep's that arrogant. I think Arteta is his own man. I don't want to. I don't want to be. It's nothing against him personally, but I don't think he's I don't think he's approachable. If any of our players have a problem, like let's say we've got the North London derby coming up. Players are injured. That's going to worry other players. All right, it'd be good for other players because he thinks, well, hang on a second, I got a chance to get in the team here and play against the Tottenham North London derby, the biggest game, our biggest game of the Premier League, the North London derby.
Yeah.
Like you said, but it's like what I said. If they're worried, if they try and approach Arteta and speak to him, I don't think Arteta strikes me. He's the sort of person. He's not approachable. He
No.
won't give he won't give his team any advice. It's I want, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want. But yeah,
Yeah.
but make your players feel welcome.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Give them that confidence, that boost they need. You know, that mindset, that focus when walking out onto that pitch. This is what Mikel Arteta doesn't do. And to be honest with you, I've always said it's a big job for him. I don't think he can take us any further lead than what he possibly can.
Yeah, I think he's
Seriously,
gone
I
as far
don't
as he
think he
can.
can.
I
No,
think he has
he's
as well.
taken us to where he got us. We need that next manager to come in to take it to the next step, the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go to John. He's saying 3-1 Arsenal. Well, confident, John.
Ooh, confidence. Well, I'm all right. I'm all right.
We're going Project Youth, but sold ESR.
Yeah.
What is that? That's just fucking. It's just. I can't. I've got no words, mate. I've got no words for that. It pains me to say, but I think we will lose 2-1. Ah.
I get that. I get that. Do you know what, Lee? That is one of my score. I got two different score lines. One in my heart is saying 1-1, a draw,
Yeah.
but in my head it's going 2-1 Tottenham. So I can only see one of those scores. But
Okay.
do you know what I mean?
The reason why I'm saying 2-2 is because, I mean, they played all right against Newcastle in their last game, Spurs, but I mean, they did fall off. They were susceptible because of the high line. Isaac got in behind them, and they wound up
Yeah.
getting done. But I think that's their downfall. The high line. If they played a little bit, if they weren't so high up the pitch the whole time, especially at their own ground, they might. You know, what I mean, we might not be able to score. But
Yeah.
I think we're going to get behind that high line. I think we've got some players. Sterling's going to want to prove a point if he comes on. Trossard,
Yeah.
I know he's keeping Martinelli out, and I think that's what Martinelli needs is an arm around him, like a man manager, which Arteta ain't, and I think that's got something to do with it. Not only because he ain't got Tierney behind him, it's because he needs man-to-man coaching. He needs a man manager, and he's not getting it. He's not getting the support that he needs, and he's just going down and down and down. And as you said in the WhatsApp group, or when you text me about, he's going to be sold next summer, and we're going to buy a superstar. But I mean, I don't know. I can't see it. Can't see us buying a superstar. I can see us signing Sterling on a full-time contract. He's only on loan, remember?
Yeah.
And all I can
2
see is
seasons, not one, two.
2-year loan.
2-year loan.
Is it really?
It's a 2-year loan.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes, he's on a
Reece
2-year
Nelson has gone
loan.
on loan to Fulham. Has he gone on loan for 2 years as well, or has he gone on loan for one?
That's one season. That's one season, but I'm
Okay.
not too sure. I think that might be an option to buy. So if he goes there on loan now and Fulham buys him, let's say that's going to leave us weak. So Sterling is a 2-year loan. I read it on the Arsenal
See.
website. So, but the
Hold on a
good news
minute. Is
is
that a
about this.
masterclass by Edu? Is it a
Exactly, yeah.
masterclass?
Masterclass, yeah. So he's on two. What's he on? He's on 250k a week sterling, 250 grand a week. But Arsenal is only paying 100 grand a week for him. Chelsea are paying the rest, 150.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we're paying. No, we're paying. He's on 300, isn't he?
Oh, 300. Yeah, we're only paying 100 grand.
We're paying 100
Chelsea
and
are
they're paying
paying
the other two. Yeah, yeah,
two.
that's
Yeah,
it.
sorry, I thought it was two. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought he was on 250.
John Rowan, let's hope Gabriel don't get injured for Brazil tonight. Oh, please, God, no.
Oh
That's all we
God,
need.
no, I didn't know that game was. Yeah, he's got a point. He's got a point. I'll be
When
putting all
Rudiger
these players.
retires, when was it?
I'll be playing all these, bringing all these players back. Saying no, no, you're not playing the friendlies. I want you back.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what I'll be doing.
why did Palmer and Foden and Bellingham and all them go back then?
Well,
You know
apparently because they're if you got them in the fantasy football league, right? They've got a yellow strip saying that they're 25%. Foden's not injured. He's ill. He's unwell. Right? That's what it says. So he's ill. I don't know whether he's got a bug, a flu, or
It's
whatever.
a fanny. It's a complete fanny. They're not. There's nothing wrong with them. They've gone back to their clubs so they don't get injured.
Exactly.
That's
So what?
exactly what's
That's
happening.
that. That's Pep. That's Pep doing that. So
Yeah,
why
of
couldn't
course.
Mikel Arteta have done the same for us?
Well, we should have done. I would
Yeah.
definitely. I don't even
friendlies.
think the players want to play, do they? I don't
No.
think they want to play in this 3 games in. And then we've got this international break again. And we've got another one in October. It's ridiculous.
It's shit.
When Rudiger retires, Real Madrid will come for Saliba. Probably. Wouldn't
Yeah, they
surprise
will.
me. Disallowed goal England. VAR Kane. I didn't see it. I have got it on. I look up every now and again to have a look what's going on. I just don't want to see the injuries to it. That's all I've got it on for.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. I just on the on. I'm not watching it. I get too sad with watching England. I do.
Yeah.
Especially in the World Cup or in the Euros. I get frustrating. I get pissed.
Mate, I think international football as a whole is boring anyway.
Yeah.
But I only watch it. I watch it when it goes to from the quarters or when the group stages are finished in the Euros and the World Cup. That's when I'll get into it. But until then, like the run up to it, the friendlies beforehand, the group stage games, I don't bother really. Start getting excited when we get past the quarters, into the quarters, I should say. Oh, quarter final, I'll watch this one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we get to a final and get done twice. Anyway, I agree. I don't see us winning too many. I don't see us winning too many injuries and no cover. Even when Emmanuel could be playing, he could start. He could start. Have some. Listen, let's try and have some positivity. Let's try and not be too pessimistic about this. Let's get there. We can at least get a draw. At least get a draw. And hopefully, because Emmanuel scored for the under-19s, I'm sure he has. Something flashed up on my phone earlier. He's playing for the under-19s England. I don't know who against. But, he was offside, Harry Kane, anyway. Oh, no, that's a different replay. Okay.
Was he in the box?
Yeah, I've just seen it, but that wasn't the goal. It went over anyway.
Well, fucking hell, he was in the box though. He was in the
18-yard
box.
He was in the box, but he was offside. So I don't know.
No, quick! Fucking ambulance! I'm having a heart attack. Shit! He was in the box. Harry Kane.
Yeah, he was in the box. Yeah, he's normally in defence, isn't he? Left back or something.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my lucky charm. I predicted our prediction. Oh, you have predicted the last 2 results. You have, John. You've texted me. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, hopefully you're right. So you're saying 3-1 Arsenal. Oh, please, with a depleted squad. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine us doing them 3-1 with a fucking depleted squad? That'd be amazing, man. Deji and Expressions would be going fucking sick then, wouldn't they? Hey. Wonder how many brown envelopes Edu got.
He's got fucking loads. He can't even open the fucking door to his office. He's like this. They're all piled up. He's like, fuck.
He ain't even bothered opening them. I'll open that later. international football is boring. I hate it. Yeah, in it, shit. AFC, it's shit, mate. John, just watching it now. Saka is running the show. Is he now?
Yeah,
Well,
give him an hour and take him off because he's only fucking Finland, isn't it?
take him off at half time. Take him off at
Yeah,
half time. Say,
yeah.
please, we can't. Well, England are taking a corner now. Grealish. Oh, we're going to talk about that. I wanted to mention this in the last game against Republic of Ireland. Grealish and Declan Rice changed allegiances from for Republic of Ireland in their youth days to playing for England.
Yeah.
Declan Rice scores the
Mm.
first goal for England. Doesn't celebrate, which I respect him for. I'll take my hat off to him for that, because you know that's respecting the fans.
He's
When you do
respecting
things
the
like that,
fans, but he come out and saidly, sorry to cut you off, he come out and said he did it in respect of his family. Apparently it was
his family as well. Yeah, of course,
his
because he's
dad's, I think it was his granddad. His dad's father was Irish. He
yes,
was
yeah,
literally
absolutely. But also, yeah, respect his family, but also to that was what I said. It was I thought he was respecting the fans, but then someone said to me about family and said, yeah, that's obvious, that's true as well,
yeah,
because
it's true.
obviously, you know, he's got his grandfathers, yeah, and
Yeah, his
all that
granddad and that,
family,
and he
all
said, look,
Irish.
yeah, but he
You
said,
know,
look,
I mean, if he
he said,
scored
I
against West
scored.
Ham, do you think he'd celebrate? I don't think he would.
No, I don't think he would. No, no. But then again, I'm not being funny. It's like what I said. I know he West Ham, you know, they give him the opportunity, and they introduced Declan Rice obviously to the Premier League as well. Look, so I
Yeah,
can understand it from that respect. But whenever you score against your former team, yeah, I think personally, if it was me, I can understand it. But I mean, it's like with me, I'm an Arsenal fan. Let's say if I play for Arsenal, and then I don't know. Let's say I went to Aston Villa. I'll keep it sweet on this one because Aston Villa, because I don't really know anybody that really hates Aston Villa.
yeah,
But
yeah,
for the amount of time that I was at Aston Villa, if I was at Aston Villa for 10 seasons and I scored against Arsenal, I think towards the end of my last career, like last couple of seasons of my career, I might celebrate the odd goal here and there. But I don't mean that personally or nasty, because Arsenal would always be in, you know, in
yeah.
your
Of
heart
course.
sort of thing. Like, do
You
you know what I mean?
celebrate, you run over to your own fans and give a little thing, I suppose, but you
Yeah,
won't go
but
mental.
I won't
Not
rub it
like what
in. I won't
Adebayor
rub it
done.
in. Yeah.
That when Adebayor scored against Arsenal, run the length of
Oh
the
yeah,
pitch.
he fucking ran the Man City ran all the length of the pitch in front of the Arsenal fans, and you could see the Arsenal fans they were giving him
Yeah, they was
abuse
going to
and
kill him.
that.
They wanted to get on
But
the pitch, didn't they?
yeah, they did.
I saw that as well, McManus. Remember when Tottenham players got food poisoning? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I saw reports that we're linked to Anthony Gordon from Newcastle. Quality. That might be the player we're getting if we sell Martinelli. I would like that.
Well, I was seeing this on a show, and it was brought up on a show. And I said for Newcastle, I said on that left hand, I said I would take Anthony Gordon all day long.
Yeah.
I said, but if we couldn't get him, you know what? Even Harvey Barnes. I'll go in
Harvey
for Harvey
Barnes is
Barnes as
decent
well.
player.
He's a
Decent
decent
player.
player. I don't think Martinelli's he's shining now. And it's like what I've touched on it before with that link up between him and Kieran Tierney.
Yeah.
It's ever since that link up has been destroyed, then again by Mikel Arteta, and it was because he sent him out on loan and he didn't like him, and he didn't want him. He didn't see him in his team the start of his play. But obviously that's a different time, a different story. That's like
I think Tierney's got too much influence in the dressing room, or had too much of an influence because he had a good voice, and I remember him dragging us out. We was losing the game. I can't remember exactly who he was playing. But I remember the game,
yeah.
and I remember him. Do you see him? I was watching it on telly. You see him screaming at everyone, and then getting the
Good.
ball, running up the pitch, and assisting a goal for Aubameyang or Lacazette. I can't remember what player it was, and we turned the game around. And it was like he got everybody.
There you go.
That's what
There you
everybody
go.
was saying about him being the captain.
Yeah, he should have been the captain. I always
Yeah,
agreed with that, guarantee. But because Mikel Arteta doesn't like that,
Yeah,
I'm
he
going to be
doesn't
honest
like
with
the
you, Lee. I'm
influence.
going to say
Don't
something now.
like. Yeah.
That's how thick our manager is.
Mm,
That's how dumb he is.
yeah.
Because I'd rather have 11 players, yeah, well team spirited. That's I know for a fact that's going to give me 100% out there on the pitch. I'd rather
Mhm.
have 11 Kieran Tienes on that when he done that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have filled 11 players of that than the dross to a certain degree of what we got now, plus what we saw in this pathetic transfer window that we just had.
Yeah.
So it proves where his priorities are, Mikel Arteta. He hasn't got any. And
No.
this was what I was saying, Lee. I don't think he's approachable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The second part of that comment was we still need a striker. What is it that Arteta has against strikers?
Well,
Who knows?
apparently, the striker's job's not to score.
Who knows?
Apparently, the striker's job's not to score. He didn't want to sign top goal scoring strikers. So in the mid, so if we lose the likes of Gabriel and Saliba, are we going to be signing defenders whose job is not to defend? I mean, let's be honest. It's stupid.
Jenny should have been captain. Yeah, we were just saying
Yeah,
that. It's so frustrating that we could have easily signed players like Elise, Eze, and Ivan Tony.
there you go.
Absolutely. I ain't his biggest fan, right? All right, but it would have been a difference if we'd have had Ivan Tony
Yeah,
in our team there. He would have definitely would have started probably
Tottenham.
against
Yeah,
Spurs,
yeah.
and you know. But then do you think to yourself, oh, is he going to put Havertz down into the midfield? I don't want to see Havertz in that midfield, but we need a striker. We absolutely need, because Havertz is not even a proper striker either. Havertz don't even know himself what his
Yeah.
position is. He was asked a question. He doesn't even know what his own
And then,
position
but
is.
why? It makes you think. Why would you sign a player that you didn't know his position? I'm going to be honest with you now. I called it, and some other guy called it as well. I'll say his name. Me and both me and Jez Collins called it. Um, we were confused why we signed Havertz, but we both said most probably there's a player inside Kai Havertz that's sort of like waiting to come out and to produce the goods on the pitch. And I'll be honest with you now. I mean, last season he scored 14 goals, and I think it was like 7 or 8 assists. So he was picking up, and that's more than what we did for Chelsea
Mm.
in all the seasons he played for Chelsea. Now you look at this season, it's 2 goals in 3 games. So in all fairness, that at the minute his record is not that bad. But is he a striker that can score 20 goals a season? This is what we want.
This is what
I
we're going to
don't know.
find out. We're going to
Yeah,
find out because I do honestly think that he's going to be ahead of Jesus in that position.
yeah,
Um, and we're going to find out. We're going to definitely find out this. But it could turn out to be the next Thierry Henry. Who knows? Who knows? Thierry Henry didn't start his Arsenal career very well. I think he didn't score for the first 10 games or something. And now look, he never
yeah.
looked back. Once he got his first goal, he never fucking looked back. And now look at him. He's our highest ever goal scorer. Most loved,
Yeah.
one of the most loved players we've ever had.
Oh, definitely him in Bergkamp and Ian
Bergkamp
Wright.
fine.
The three best
Bergkamp
strikers
gets
in
it
Arsenal.
just like by a millimetre. Then it's between Omri and Ian Wright. I like Ian Wright. I think what a fantastic. People forget how good he was, man.
Yeah, he
People
was good.
forget, and you got other channels, other geek people on other channels. I'm not going to mention their names, but some people in the chat might know I'm talking about calling him a scumbag, calling Ian Wright a scumbag for promoting the merchandise. Absolutely disgusting behaviour that is. It's so frustrating that. Oh yeah, I read that. Question from AFC always. Question to the panel. What is your favourite ground that Arsenal won the league title? Mine was Anfield 89, 100%, 1,000,000%. I was 13 and until that season I wasn't really a football fanatic. And my brother was a Liverpool fan and because they was winning everything beforehand. And I was
Mm.
Arsenal, and I just said I was. But we watched that game. It was on a Friday night. We watched that
Yeah,
game at Anfield, and
Uncle
together.
Tom.
And yeah, Alan Smith. I can't remember who crossed it into Alan Smith. He just glanced his head, and I don't think he touched it. I'd give him the go. Who actually put it, cross it into the box. Well, cross come shot basically, and it sort of skimmed his head, didn't it? And it was 1-0
Mm.
up, and then we got the goal, Michael Thomas, in the end. And
I don't know. Was it what Anders Limpar? Was it on the wing?
I can't. No, I don't think it was. I think it was before Limpar. It might have been like a Perry Groves, maybe. I can't think who it was. Was it a Rocastle? Was it Rocastle? Was it him? It might have been Rocastle. Do you
Could
know
have been.
AFC in the chat? Who
Yeah,
put the ball in the box? But yeah, that's mine. Anfield '89 was mine as well. But I do obviously as well when we drew 2-2 at White Hart Lane, and I remember this because I've seen Henri talk about it as well. The ref before the game said, "If you get anything out of this game, please don't celebrate. It's going to incite the crowd."
yeah. But that's
And
mine now. See, always as well.
hey,
89 season. 89 season. 89. I
yeah,
prefer 89 to the Invincible season. I like. Don't get me wrong. I love the Invincible season, but 89 stood out for me because
yeah,
I
89
was
stood out for
like
me, of
you said.
course.
I was
Yeah,
10 years of age. I was 10 years of age when I was watching that game. That was on a Friday night.
don't tell me I'm
Mhm.
older than you. I'm
But how
older.
old are
I was
you?
13.
Yeah, I
76.
was
I was
10.
born.
I was born in 79.
Oh, so I'm older than you, man. You look older than me, though.
Yeah, but you dye your beard and all that, didn't you?
I
Yeah,
don't. It's
I've been
grey.
told.
Look, it's grey everywhere.
Yeah, but McManus told me, me and McManus, right? Well, we've actually got a bet on that. You actually dye your hair and your beard.
Look, it's grey right there, and it's grey in my beard. I don't
Yeah,
do
but
nothing to it.
you haven't dyed it for a couple. You haven't dyed it for about a month
Oh,
now, have
fuck
you?
off. You bollocks. Right, listen. Yeah, let me just say this. Let me just finish what I was saying about Henri. The ref asked them not to celebrate if they get anything at White
Mm,
Hart Lane, and it was a 2-2 draw, the result. And whoever scored the equalising goal, Tottenham player, I can't remember. I think Robbie Keane got a penalty, and we was 2-1 up. Anyway, they got an equaliser, Spurs. I can't remember who scored it, and celebrating like a lunatic. And then Henri went, "You're celebrating why are you celebrating a draw?" He was going mad, and he said something a bit stupid to Henri. And he went, "Well, do you realise that we only needed a draw to win the league at your place?
yeah.
Just watch me after the game now." And he went mental. Where when we drew the game,
So yeah,
yeah, we said he still celebrated, even though
yeah.
that he asked, they was asked not to celebrate if they got anything out of the game. Yeah, true that is. Don't forget Glenn Elder.
Oh
Hang on,
fuck me, what a finest, yeah. Oh, he was
Jesus,
absolute shit. That was one of George Graham's signings. He
yeah,
scored one goal, and that was against Middlesbrough. And I can remember I can't remember who it was against, and he was running down the wing. But I'll be honest with you, he was a bit pacey. He had a little bit of skill, and he shot, and the ball literally it bent that way. And guess what? It hit the fucking corner flag. I
yeah.
thought, what the fuck?
AFC always. Jesus should be Saka back up, not Sterling. Huh? Not Sterling. Play Sterling on the left wing. Yeah, play Sterling on the left wing. But then what do you do with Trossard? I mean, I know Martinelli's out of form, so he's out of the question. But what do
I
you do
just
with
think we're going to
Trossard?
play. I got a funny feeling he's going to play Trossard up front and Havertz in midfield, and I don't want Havertz in midfield
No,
because that is really poor.
I'd rather Trossard replace Odegaard and play and keep Havertz where he is. That's
Yeah,
what I would rather do. Put Zinchenko in that midfield where you know where the left eight.
like
Who am I?
Rice.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Rice, sorry,
where
the
Rice
Rice. Yeah,
plays. Yeah, put
I've
Zinny
got a brain
there.
freeze. Then I couldn't think what I was
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Don't forget Glenn Elder. Yeah, John Ronan. Believe it or not, that game was against Tottenham at the Emirates. Tierney set up Lacazette and Aubameyang. The game I was talking about where he pulled them up, yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
So he set them both up, yeah.
yeah.
Rocky Rocastle crossed the ball.
Rocky
So it's his
Newcastle.
goal, really. So it's not Alan Smith's goal. I'm not having it. He said he got his head on it, but I don't think he actually did. It might have moved his hair at the
Yeah,
top of his head or something.
yeah. And then Liverpool signed him after, didn't they? Michael
Michael
Thomas, because he
Thomas,
got the
yeah.
winning
And they
goal,
won the league.
and they won the league. And then he thought, right, I'll go to Liverpool.
He won the league the next season with Liverpool, didn't he? So
Yeah,
he won the league 2 years running. And then we won it the league the year after,
yeah,
only losing to Chelsea. That was the only game we
yeah,
lost that season.
yeah.
I
And
was
the
eight.
next one
McManus
after
was
that
80
was
in
98,
89.
wasn't it?
So McManus was born in 81 then or something. Yeah, 81. Does that make you? Yeah, 81.
So hang on. So how old? Hang on, I was 8 in 89. So McManus, he's 43, doesn't he?
Oh, don't ask me to do sums,
Yeah,
man.
if I was 10 in 89, I'm 45. If he was 8, he's 43 then, McManus.
Yeah, I'm 48.
Fucking hell. I thought, Jesus Christ. I thought McManus was my age. No, honestly, I'm not taking a piss out of him. I thought,
Lee, we reckon you just for men. Why don't you go and fuck off out of it?
yeah,
Just for men.
yeah.
Listen, I'm a real man. I grow old gracefully. I wish. Look,
Oh, don't fucking say that, Lee. We got a 50 on it.
I don't use no. I don't use no hair dyes or nothing like that. I'm
Yeah,
a
but
real man.
I've had a hard life. These called women. Yeah. No disrespect. I take. Yeah, well, it is, but
Keen penalty, yeah, I know that, John. But who scored the other goal for them? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the player. Who scored the other game in that 2-2 draw at White Hart Lane, where we won the league at White Hart Lane? It was Winterburn from a direct free kick for Smith to score that goal. Oh, he's saying it was Winterburn. Okay.
Yeah, because it came from the left hand side, didn't it? If you actually visualize the game, because Winterburn was the left back,
Yeah.
and it went up, and the ball was crossed in from the left hand side, wasn't it?
John saying Rocastles and AFC saying Winterburn. I have to check that out. I was 12. So I'm older than you as well, AFC always. Oh my God, you're 47 then. Fucking hell. I know John Ronan's older than me. I know this John is. 19 I was when we beat Liverpool. Do you remember Fever Pitch, the film that followed it up? I don't remember. I don't remember that. I just remember me and my brother nearly having fucking murders.
I can remember that film, Fever Pitch. I have watched it, but I didn't watch it like near that time. I watched it a few years, obviously, down the line, sort of thing.
But manners, yeah, I know it's fun, man. I can take the banter. There's no problem. That's all. I like the banter.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
wicked.
don't say that. He's gonna be happy now. You said that about you. He's the one who's gonna be dancing on rooftops now. But it's not Andy Bell from Erasure. It's Jim Somerville. Yeah. So.
I
Did you
wonder if
know he actually sent me a video of an Erasure song, and Jason Statham was in it?
Oh, fuck off.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
McManus, seriously, yeah, honestly, he forwarded me the video, and he went, "What famous guy can you see in here?" And I was watching it, and I had to watch it a couple of times, and I thought to myself, "Fucking hell, that's Jason Statham." He's a guy that they're in a massive ball, and he's painted grey, right? And he's got like a pair. It looks like he's got a pair of speedos on, right? And he's like this. He's doing moves like this and that. And when you look at his face, it's Jason Statham.
Wow. I have to
Yeah,
look for that then.
honestly,
I'll have a look for. Hey, I just put it in there. Run to the sun by Erasure. I like the
that's it.
respect. I like respect. That's the only song I like from Erasure. Respect.
Oh well, McManus like sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh
Oh yeah,
God.
sometimes ain't a bad song either. I wonder if Man City fans will be having a meltdown about Ake getting injured. Oh my bad. They actually built a squad. Yeah. Is Ake injured? Oh, don't tell me Ake's injured. He's in my team, I
Yeah,
think.
he don't get in. He don't. Him and Stones don't hardly get a sniff. It's that the centre back for
No, I've got a Kanji. No, it ain't. I've got a Kanji.
Akanji. That's
I've got a
it.
Kanji. I haven't got Ake.
It's a Kanji. Is it Ruben Diaz or whatever his name is?
Guardiol. Guardiol's the
Yes,
left back.
left back. Then you got Akanji, and then the other centre back is it Ruben? Is it Diaz?
Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz. Yeah, he seems to be playing them two quite a bit. But it's like what I said. They got a team A, a team B, and then when you jumble the team A and team B up, it makes a team C. So they're going to win.
Yeah. John Rodan. Get a chance, Lee. Watch it. It's fantastic. Fever Pitch. All right, I'll have a look at that. Is it a football
No,
film?
I think he's
Obviously.
on about the song by Erasure.
Oh.
No, jokingly. It might be that, yeah. Yeah, that's it. One to the Sun by
One
Erasure.
to the Sun.
That was the one he sent me.
Who sometimes.
Yeah.
Anthony, give a little respect. Okay. All right. So where was we? So it's half time in the England game, 0-0 still. It's at Wembley. Finland.
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I told you.
God.
Lee Carsley, he's going to be fine. He's going to be our. But then again, Gareth Southgate didn't win anything, did he? 12, 13th relegated.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Right. So this. What else did we want to talk? Oh, there was something else I just wanted to mention now because of the England games on that Lee Carsley. Did he sing the national anthem this time? I mean,
No.
he's been getting some sticks.
Tonight, I don't know. I think he actually come out and said he'd do his best, like as the interim manager, and pick the teams and that.
Right,
and
did God rest his soul, did Sven-Goran Everton ever sing the national anthem? Did Fabio Capello ever sing the national anthem?
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't. So why didn't they get stick for it then? If it's not your nationality, who gives a fuck if you sing the national anthem or not? It's not your nationality, don't sing it. You know, you're still going to manage a team in the same way. Do you think Jurgen Klopp would be England manager and sing the national anthem? I don't think so.
No.
I don't. I really don't. I don't know why they're getting on his back for it. Fuck it. So what? He's only interim manager. They've always, it's talk sport. Talk shit.
Yeah.
They've gone completely down the fucking pan, talk sport. I'll tell you what, they're shit now. It's a shit show, all of it. That you got that Simon Jordan on there, and he moans about everything. He thinks he knows everything as well because he used to own Crystal Palace. You've got Jim White on there. He's just anti everything. He just can't stand any fucking football team. I don't think he's always having a pop at someone. Danny Murphy's the only one that's got any credibility to me on TalkSport.
Yeah. I mean, I know Simon Jordan and Graham Souness, when he's on there, they normally have their fallen outs, don't they?
Yeah, Graham Souness puts him in his place, though. He don't want to get too there. Souness
you know why that is, don't you? You know why that is, don't you?
What?
Simon Jordan wanted Graham Souness to manage Crystal Palace, and Graham Souness turned them down. And Simon Jordan, he literally holds a grudge against Souness for that. They said it. They said it live on TalkSport. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. McManus. Why are people bothered if Carsley did or didn't sing the national anthem? It's ridiculous. I know. I don't give a shit if he sings it or not. I couldn't give a fuck. Honestly, all jokes aside, I couldn't give a shit. What does it matter? What does it matter? If it ain't your nationality, why would you sing? I would never sing. If I was an international manager of another nation, I would never sing their national anthem. Never in a million years. It'd make me a traitor to my own country.
Yeah.
You can manage a football. You can manage another national team. All right, fair enough. You can do that. That's not too bad. But to sing another nation's national anthem and like changing patriotism with your hand singing, you can't do that, mate. You can't do it standard. So you know, just put that in your pipe and smoke it. Talk sport.
That's right. I mean, if you were a manager of a national team and it was pissing down with rain, you'd be fucking singing sometimes from Erasure, wouldn't you? You'd rather sing that.
Talk sport are fucking shite. The best part of the show is the adverts. Yeah, I used to like Alan Brazil. I used to like Alan Brazil on there. Although she's fit, that is it Laura? What's her name? Is it Laura something? She used to get on my nerves.
Yeah.
She's fit though.
Ali McCoy's was on there a few
Ali
times.
McCoy. I like Ali McCoy. I like it
Yeah.
when he's commentating on TNT Sport. I like it. I liked him. He's quite funny, Ali McCoy.
Yeah. Did you
I
see
think
him when he goes out? He goes out. He's there, and he's ready with his microphone, and the song comes on. His ACD. He goes, "Yeah, ACDC." And he's giving it like this, isn't he?
I do like Ali
What's the
McCoy
video?
actually.
Ali
He's good.
McCoy. He's about to say something, and then ACDC comes on in the background in the stadium, and he was like, "Yeah, I've had a bit of this."
Yeah. They have Jason Cundy and fucking that mug Jamie O'Hara on there. Cundy's I don't like him either, to be honest. Laura
I
would
know
go.
Jason
I'll
Cundy. Yeah,
just listen. If you wouldn't, there's something wrong with you. If you're a heterosexual man and you was a free man, and she put it on you, and you said no, there's something wrong with you because she's fit. She is proper fit. Hashtag talk bollocks. And what worse is Martin Keown is on there talking shit. Martin Keown's paid by Arsenal.
he's paid by Arsenal. Him and Ray Parlour. Him and
Yeah,
Ray Parlour.
both
They
are.
talk absolute
Yeah, so
shite.
they're doing their job. So what? You've
Yeah,
got a slander amount of doing his job. He might not say exactly his full what he's thinking, but he's being. Do you know what he is? He's being loyal.
yeah.
He's being loyal
You know,
to the club.
do
That
you
is
know
it.
Dave was interviewing Mikel Arteta after a Champions League game, right? And Martin Keown was stood next to him, and he went like that, and he actually called Mikel Arteta boss. Oh, right, boss, how you do? Boss, I thought you were fucking ordering in. You know, you fucking retired before he fucking joined Arsenal, surely. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he calls him boss, and I'm thinking, you mate, you're
No, I think but
a
he's probably being a
yeah.
bit sarcastic, isn't he?
Oh well, maybe he was, but other people were taking it the wrong
They
way,
played
and it was
together
a
at
massive
Arsenal, though.
video. Eh?
They played together at Arsenal, and he was
Yeah,
Arsenal captain. He was Arsenal
yeah.
captain.
Don't get me wrong. I liked him as a player. He was good, Martin Keown. He was
No,
good.
I'm
I
saying
think he was
Arteta.
good.
Arteta was the captain of Arsenal when Keown was there
Oh
playing for
right, yeah. That's right. Yeah. So fucking
them.
hell.
That might be something to do with that. Do you know what I
The
mean?
plot thickens, doesn't it? The plot thickens.
Yeah, he was the captain when Keown was playing. So that could come from there. Jamie Redknapp scored that game, Lee, when we won the league at Tottenham. Okay, no, we've won the league at Tottenham twice. I think he scored in the other one. Jamie Redknapp. It wasn't Jamie Redknapp. It was another player. We've won the league at Tottenham twice, ain't we? Yeah.
It wasn't the film, was it?
No.
Not Krejci.
No. Before
No.
them. Right, this is it now. I'm going to have to put it on Goggle. Who scored for Tottenham for Spurs when Arsenal
You got to put the season in, what year it was.
won? Yeah, it might do. Right, yeah. Who? Second half kicked off. I don't know. I can't seem to find it.
Well, what year was it in? What season? When we won it, was it
2002? Was it 2002? Did we win it in 2002? Was it? I don't think it was a 98. Who was it? It wasn't a popular player. It was I can't find it for some reason. It weren't like a star player. I think it might have even been a fringe player. I can't find it. I don't know, my phone might not be good enough. Breaking news. Breaking news. Jesus is a doubt for Arsenal after he sneezed and pulled his lower back. 2004. That was the Invincible season. That was the Invincible season, 2004. That's the only time before it was the 70s. I think it was Redknapp. Redknapp scored a screamer, didn't he? He scored a fucking screaming. I'm confused. My brain's gone all doolally. Yeah, I think Redknapp. I remember Redknapp scoring an absolute. Was it a free kick, like a 25-yard free kick or something? But there was another player. I wasn't talking about. It was when we won. It was 2-2 at White Hart Lane when we won the league at White Hart Lane.
Was it?
Unless it wasn't the actual goal scorer that was showing off to Henri. It might have actually been. You might be right. Robbie Keane penalty and Jamie Redknapp screamer.
And Harry Redknapp was in charge.
No, Jamie Redknapp scored. It was either a 25-yard free kick or he hit a volley like 25 yards and he scored.
Yeah, he was the manager of Tottenham. Harry Redknapp.
Harry Redknapp was manager of Tottenham. Maybe.
Well, the only game that sticks out for me was when we drew 4-4. And David Bentley, our ex-Arsenal player, he scored.
No, it wasn't that game. It wasn't that game. No. Is that when? No, it wasn't that game. Question to Lee and Anthony: What's your favourite? What's your favourite Arsenal double winning team? 98. I don't remember the 71, so I can't really comment on that. Obviously, I've seen bits and bobs of archive footage of that, but 98.
98. I would go 90. We have Sheffield Wednesday.
No, there's the double win, the Premier League and the FA Cup. I think he means by them years. He means the FA Cup and the Premier League. The Sheffield Wednesday one was 1993, wasn't it?
Yeah, when Steve Morrow broke his arm, he fell off of Tony Adams, didn't
he? Yeah.
But yeah, if he means, because double winning, it's like, I know he means like obviously with the league, but I just thought if it was like the FA Cup and the
what year was that, John? Was that 2000? Was that the Invincible season? Was it? That's what Redknapp and Keane penalty. Yeah, that's it. I remember. Yeah, but it was another player then. It was another Tottenham player. It must have been a bit cocky to Thierry Henry. He wasn't the goal scorer then. Yeah, because I do remember that screamer, the goal that Redknapp scored. Fucking hell, was a blinding goal, 25-yarder. I can't remember if it was either a volley or a free kick. I just remember the goal. That must have been 2002. Unless it was a 2004. Unless it was a 2000 Invincible season, it would have been 2002. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Arsenal only concede 18 Premier League goals in 98? I ain't sure. I really ain't sure. I've got an answer to that, mate. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But yeah, that's good defence there. That would have been Adams and Keown, wouldn't it? 98. Yeah, it would have been Adams and Keown. Oh no, when did Campbell come? No, he come in 2000.
Campbell come in 2000.
Yeah. So that would have been.
That would have been Tony Adams. Because that
And
was the season. 98 was the one where we, I think it was Mark Overmars scored that goal at Old Trafford past Peter Schmeichel. We beat Man United 1-0. And we were sponsored by Dreamcast. If you remember the yellow and the blue kit.
Sega
And
and
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast,
That was that season.
Yeah, 2002 for McManus, because it was when Tony Adams retired. Nice send off, yeah. Remember the goal he scored and he just done that and just turned around. Yeah, I remember that season. Brilliant. He was standing with his hand on his hip like that in defence for fucking years, wasn't he? Because of his bad back. Just standing there watching the game, like reading it. Oh, England are in here. Declan Rice with a cross. Pushed out by the keeper. It's a corner. Come on, he's still playing, man. It's 52 minutes. What's happened here now? Oh, that's a bad challenge. Who's that gone down? Oh, it looked like Grealish. Yeah, he's great. Oh, he knows how to make a meal of it, though, Grealish, doesn't he? He knows how to make a meal of it. Let's get Saka and Rice off this fucking pitch, please, before we do get an injury. All right, let's watch the time there. Oh, it's coming up. It's getting on. Hour and a half nearly. Anything else you want to say, Anthony?
Well, I think we covered most of it. I just want to see, I just want to see what this we can win on the weekend,
Yeah.
But it's just one of those games. I think there's going to be a lot of anxious Arsenal fans before the game, knowing that what our midfield's going to be, and he's going to be obviously playing in that midfield.
Yeah.
But listen, if there's going to be, if I was just going to say, obviously, I'm not saying if we do lose. I'm just saying if we did lose, obviously there's going to be some disappointing Arsenal fans. And listen, I'm going to be one of them, and you're going to be seeing it on a hell of a lot of streams.
I'm very apprehensive about watching the game.
Well, I want to watch a game. I've always watched the North. I've never missed when watching a game.
It's the only game I ever want to win at, like, always.
Yeah.
I mean, I could take a defeat to City back in the day, United, maybe Liverpool.
Yeah.
Take it. I can't take it against Spurs. I can't take the losing. I can't.
I've got a question for you, Lee. And it's a question that's worth thinking about. It's two things. Number one, what's your favourite player at this moment in time for Arsenal?
At this moment in time?
Yeah. What's your favourite player for Arsenal?
I mean, there's two. There's
two. One.
But I keep changing my mind between the pair, to be honest. I'm going to say Saliba.
Right. Okay, fine. Would you, a question now, right? Would you sell Saliba, right, if it meant Arsenal to win the Premier League?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I was told that like somebody said to me, "Would you? Who was my favorite player?" And obviously, I said in the minute of time, I said it's Saka, and they said, "Right, would you sell Saka for Arsenal to win the Premier League?" I said, "Yeah." I said because you think of it, if we sold Saka, you'd be talking what 150 million at least, right? And I said, and also winning the Premier League as well, we got that money on top. And if we could buy a quality player then, right, to replace Saka, then do you know what I mean? But I would sacrifice selling one of my best players to win the league.
Absolutely, 1,000,000%. I'm sure you asked me this before, and I said Saka because I'm like that. I keep seesawing between the two. I'm sure if it weren't you,
I think I said it to you, but we finished the show. It wasn't live on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was after the shoot finished, and I thought, right, and I met this was going back a while ago. I think this is when Scott was on there as well.
Oh,
and
okay.
Scott was and then I thought, right, I asked him that question. I'll ask him this question further down the line. And you said obviously with Saka, you said Saka last time, but tonight you said Saliba.
Yeah, because I can't make my mind up who you know. No players bigger than Arsenal Football Club. 1
True.
million percent AFC.
True.
1 million percent, me old mate. Uh, remember when Tony Adams went to prison and he was
Yeah.
asked if he had any requests, and Tony Adams said, "Can he give the wall? Can he have the wall moved back 5 yards?" That's a true story. It's in his book. I've heard that. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
heard that. Brilliant. Early doors. How you doing, Tony? Hope you're well.
Big up
Hope
to.
you're well, mate. No, that's listen. You know, I understand you. There's something going on, so it doesn't matter. I won't say no
Yeah.
more
We
about that.
know
But
what you've
don't
got.
worry about it. It's all fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
No worries, mate. No worries at all. Hopefully everything's all right for you. Oh, they've
Yeah.
scored, England.
You scored.
I don't know. Something's just flashed up on my phone before it went in on the telly, so I can't see who scored it. They're just celebrating. Who they surrounding? Kane's waving to the crowd. It might have been Kane. It might have been Kane. Yeah, Harry Kane.
1-0 King. Fucking hell,
1
we
0
scored. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I think I need it. Well, I am already fucking sat down. Let's be honest.
Here's a replay.
Jesus,
Ah, it's a good goal. Fucking hell. It's a
Is
good
it?
goal, mate. He took it well. He's hit it straight at the keeper, though, really. Now looking at it from that angle. Keeper could have saved. Oh, I don't know. Looked like is it right in the middle? It looked like it went in the corner, but it's right in the middle of the goal. It's hit the crossbar and gone in.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, big up. Everyone's saying hello to you. Big up, big up, big up. Big up, everybody. Yeah, so I think is there anything else? I think that's it, isn't it? Is there anything else to talk about?
I think
I
that's
think
pretty much
I think
it.
we spoke about everything. We spoke about the Declan Rice not celebrating. We spoke about Lee Carsley not singing the anthem. We don't give a fuck. We spoke about we spoke about the North London derby. Oh, your camera's gone wonky, Anthony. Why's your camera gone on the side? There you go. Oh, we've lost Anthony. We've lost him. He's cut off this. Let's have a quick look at this. The rest of this game. Anthony Gordon's been set free down the left hand side. Is he going to find someone in the middle? I said, oh, Rico Lewis running through the middle, picks it up and hits it wide. Nice little ball from Anthony Gordon, though. Rico Lewis inverting in. It looks like he's a left back. Oh, he's back. Anthony's back. Looks
Sorry
like
about
he's
that.
a.
I had a call. I had a phone call on my mobile phone. I thought I pressed the not answer, but I answered it and it literally all cut off. So
Oh
it was
no,
my
that's
mum.
right.
It was my mum. She's away on holiday, so
Oh.
I'll ring her back.
Anthony, you looking after Gunnosaurus while Dave's on holiday? That's why I've
Oh
got
well,
my Yankees out on. Look, AFC.
yeah,
New York Yankees. Look.
I did offer, but unfortunately, McManus has got him. So McManus is looking after Gunner. So he's actually taking him at work today. He took Gunnosaurus to the condom factory where he works. So so he's big up to him.
Condom factory. Condom factory. When did that start?
I don't know. I think I might have started it off knowing me, but I mean, me and McManus, we have a joke. We wind up Dave rotten. We really do.
Yeah.
And I listen. I was in work today, and I seen the videos of what Dave put on in New York. He had a bit of a problem, didn't he? The plane was late and this and that, and then he had to
See
go to
something. Yeah, I couldn't watch it for long because I was busy. But
yeah. But
I
he's
did
there
see
now.
some of
He's
it.
happy. He's had a picture of his the video of the place where he's staying. But I was quite surprised because when he walked in it, they didn't have the door. Like you got like doors in houses. You open a door, you walk into another room. He was actually, I think they got curtains in this one. So he took the curtains back, like, yes, here's this room, and he
Oh
have a
yeah.
curtain back
No.
here. There's a
I saw that.
Yeah.
As he walked into the apartment. He had to open the curtain. Yeah, but then he
Yeah,
came back and showed the kitchen or the bathroom or something.
the
I saw a
bathroom.
bit
Yeah,
of it. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, early doors. Early doors football TV. Go and subscribe to his channel. West Ham fan, great man, great channel. Go and subscribe. Anthony's on there regular as well. Great channel.
yeah.
Condom factory started in the 1800s. Lee. I'm surprised that Dave didn't take Gunnosaurus.
Yeah, no, honestly, McManus has got him. He's looking after him. So,
Yeah,
that's
poor
good.
Gunnosaurus. What are you
Yeah,
doing to him, McManus?
yeah. He's all right. He's got the week. He's got the week off now. He's got the week off. So Dave's gone there for a week. So McManus is looking after him. He's nurturing him. McManus. He's trying to bring Gunnosaurus down to earth and telling him everything's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tony's favourite food is pie mash. I like a bit of pie mash. I have 2 and 1 though, Tony. What do you have? If you're still there, I have 2 and 1. I can't have too much mash. 2 and 1, bundles of liquor, white pepper, salt, vinegar. Fucking lovely. Carton of orange juice. Bosh. Nice.
I don't like pie.
You don't like pie?
I don't like pie. The only pie that I would eat is got to be steak and ale pie, and it's got to be that. Is it like that flaky pastry that's on top?
Oh yeah, I know what you
That's
mean.
the
Like
only
Fray
pie.
Bentos one.
That's the only pie I would eat. Apart from that, I'm not a pie lover. Now, if you're talking about the other pie, then yes, I'm really up for that. But
Well,
it's
apple
but
pie.
that's a different story. Yeah, apple pie.
He was doing Lloyd Grossman, who lives in a house like this. David,
Yeah,
it's over to you.
yeah. But who lives in a house like
Oh,
this?
what a boring voice he's got, any. I never guessed it right. I remember watching that.
Who's that? Oh,
I
Lloyd
never guessed
Grossman.
who the celebrity
Lloyd
was. Yeah,
Grossman. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at the clues, the evidence. Yeah.
yeah.
Brontosaurus. The flaky white stains on the bed. Well, that's obviously Dave.
He's trying to sell Gunnosaurus on the black market.
Oh, bless you.
If you have mash, you have to have no lumps in the mash. Yeah, well, you always get lumps in the at Kelly's at the pie and mash shop
Oh no,
or
I
Robin's.
don't like
There's
lumpy.
always a little bit lumpy.
There's nothing worse than lumpy mash. It's got to be lump free.
So
It makes me think like I
when
know how
it's
to
smothered in liquor and
when
vinegar.
you yeah, but when you swallow lumpy mash, yeah, I know how the missus feels now. So it's like, no, he's got to be like,
You dirty, filthy bastard. AFC always, although can't be. Oh, sorry, read that already. Anthony loves pucker pie. You
no,
love a pucker pie.
no,
I
I don't
don't
like.
mind a steak Fray Bentos. I like them.
Yeah, I'm not
Anthony
keen on
wouldn't want
pies.
to use a UV light in Dave's room. You wouldn't want to
No,
use a
no,
UV light. Can you imagine the
you
stain
wouldn't.
on the curtains?
Oh Jesus, yeah, lucky, yeah. Sticky curtains. Oh my God, it'd be like,
Oh
fuck,
my God,
there's
you're
a fucking
filth.
Dave, what's
You're
going on
filth.
here? These curtains are sticking. Don't tell me I don't know. It's like,
Pie mash with liquor, a bit of vinegar, banging. Yeah, Kelly's
yeah.
Roman Road pie mash. Yes, yes, that's reopened, isn't it? There's a nice one in Wanstead. Oh, it's a nice one. I think it's a Robbins. It's nice. It's lovely. It's lovely. Kelly's pie mash. Yeah. Lumpy mash is like having a bogey in the back of your throat.
Oh,
Oh, I feel sick now.
oh.
Lee, that's because Anthony doesn't get it as much. That's why he's so, what's that? Cloggy. I have to feel for his missus.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, nah.
oh, wow. Right. So, listen, I'm going to call it a night. This
Yeah.
is the Loose Cannon podcast, renamed from the PremTalk podcast. Just reminding you, don't forget in the chat, everyone out there, if you see it on the replay, if you like the content, stick a like on the video for me. Be much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't. It's a weekly show. Early Doors normally comes on with us, but he couldn't make it tonight. Hopefully he'll be back on soon. We're back on Thursday with McManus Gaming. We'll be back on Thursday for the Thursday night Q&A. So anyone want any questions,
That's
you
going to
come
go
in
down
the
a different
chat
route, isn't
and you can ask us anything you want. We're obviously going to be talking about the North London Derby yet again,
Yeah.
probably. We'll probably have little discussions about this Poxy Nations League as well. Anything else you want to ask, any questions you want to know, anything you want to know from us, just come on the show, ask us, and we will answer you. So hopefully we'll see you next week on this show and this Thursday on the next show with this guy, the McManus Gaming. He's going to be joining us on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So great stream, chaps. Big up panel and chat. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
McManus, we'll see you on Thursday, same time, 7:30. Full of liquor on your curtains. Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, God, fine, man.
We'll be back on tomorrow with the geezer next to you, Lee. Oh, you're back on tomorrow. So Early Doors is on tomorrow with Anthony.
Yeah,
Early Doors is back in the fold. He's had a little rest. He's back on tomorrow. So go and subscribe to his channel, West Ham fan. Lovely geezer, great channel. And you'll be watching him with this man next door to me. There. Oh, there. How do I do it? That way.
That's it. Point the opposite way. So if you're on my right, I'll point to my left. But
I've got the microphone right there.
Right. Do you know what I mean?
I should know how to do it because I've got the microphone there. It's right in my eye line. So I should have known I've got to go that way.
Yeah.
Anthony will be on with Tony from Early Doors tomorrow. So good night. God bless.
And I just want to sign this slightly. And everybody, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes. Blinded.